just wanna realize the future, realize the future, realize the future. I'm gonna realize the future, realize the future, realize the future. She just wanna realize the future, realize the future, realize the future. Everybody realize the future, realize the future, realize the future. Yeah, it's a dedication. We gon' have a real celebration. Look, moms, I knew if I would just stay patient, I would go and get it, I would make it, yeah. How's it going, people? It's Davon once again, bringing you another daily dose of insight and motivation. And today, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the law of attraction, okay? Let's jump right into it, okay? You create your own reality, all right? Another way to think about it is you become what you think, okay? How? Through your thoughts and through your emotions, right? You understand that energy attracts energy. And everything is energy. Even if we divide everything into a subatomic level, you understand that everything is just the aggregation of atoms that are coming together to form what appears to be a solid, right, piece of matter. So, once you understand that everything is energy and energy attracts energy, you have heard of this before. Positive energy attracts positive energy. If you put out a positive vibe, you're going to receive positive back. If you put out negative energy, you're going to receive negative, right? Again, your thoughts and your emotions, your vibe. So let's talk about it. Right here, past thoughts versus current thoughts versus future. What am I trying to say here? Your past thoughts have created your current reality. I'm gonna say that again. My intention is for you guys to really understand this. Your past thoughts have created your current reality, where you are now, right? You get to a point where you understand that you're creating with your thought. You create your reality with your thought. You become what you think about. So the person that you are today is a result of the thoughts that you thought in the past, right? And it's a little bit more than that. It's the emotions that you felt, it's the conversations that you had, it's the directions that you took as well too. But ultimately it starts up here, right? We talked about cultivating the garden in your mind, right? And planting those seeds. Because the same day that you plant the seed is not the same day that you eat the fruit. But the farmer understands that as long as he plants the seed and he cultivates it, eventually it's going to grow. It's the same thing for the thoughts that you plant in your mind. As soon as you begin to cultivate those thoughts, eventually they're going to grow for you. They're going to manifest in your physical reality. Boom. You become what you think about. So now your past thoughts have created your current future. That means that your current thoughts right now are going to create your future reality, your future experience, right? So when I put it together, it sounds like your past thoughts have created your current reality. And now your current thoughts will create your future reality, right? I know that makes sense to you guys. What does that mean? That means that you have no more time to be a victim, right? No more time to allow the victim mindset to take hold of your life. No more time to make excuses or to blame other people for where you're at right now, or to blame your other events, circumstances, situations for what has become the life that you're living today. See, it's a huge fact that it's not even about where you are right now. It's about where you're going. But you might have placed so much attention, energy, and focus on where you are right now that you don't have the clarity of where you want to go, where you want to be, what you want to do, what you want to have. But that starts today. Because now you understand that, okay, my past thoughts have created my current reality, so then my current thoughts are going to create my future reality. What do I want my future experience to look like? What do I want to experience? What do I want to have? What do I want to do? What do I want to be? Okay, let's start thinking about that right now, right? And just like the farmer plants the seed in his garden and that grows, you're going to start planting those future ideas into your mind right now, and then it's going to grow to become that which you have already thought. Look, the essence of the law of attraction is that which is like itself is drawn, okay? We're going back to energy attracts energy. Check this out. What I have here is your emotional guidance scale. And we start from 22, which is the lowest of the scale. This is very low energy, fear, grief, depression, despair, powerlessness, insecurity, guilt, unworthiness, jealousy, hatred, rage, revenge, anger, discouragement, blame, worry, doubt, disappointment, overwhelming, frustration, irritation, impatience, pessimism, boredom, contentment, hopefulness, optimism, positive expectation, belief, enthusiasm, eagerness, happiness, passion, joy, appreciation, empowered, freedom, love, all the way to the top, right? So that which is like itself is drawn. And you understand that energy attracts energy. The energy that you put out is the energy that you are going to receive, right? So now we do this with our thoughts. And your thought is actually the first manifestation. After you think whatever it is that you are imagining, whatever it is you're thinking about, that's going to create an emotion in your body as well too. And this emotion, this vibration, this frequency is going to tell you what you are attracting, what is going to be drawn to you, because you first are putting that energy out. And energy attracts energy. So if you're in a position, if you're in a frequency of optimism, positive expectation, enthusiasm, eagerness, passion, joy, appreciation, you are attracting more of those things in your experience. Let me give you an example, right? See, if you close your eyes and you imagine something right now, the mind has no idea if that is actually happening in your reality or if it's just a figment of your imagination, right? And you can actually feel those feelings right now. I can close my eyes and pretend that I'm driving, my dream car, and I can get excited and I can feel passion, enthusiasm. I can feel optimism and positive expectation and joy and appreciation, because in my mind I'm already driving that car and I'm feeling those feelings. So what does the universe say? Oh, okay, that's the energy that you're putting out, that's your vibe, that's your frequency. Let me actually give you some more of those experiences that match up with that frequency, right? All of these things are signs. They're showing you that the universe is listening, is hearing, is paying attention to everything that you're thinking about. Joy, passion, enthusiasm, positive expectation, optimism. You can feel those feelings right now. And if you do so, the universe is going to return back to you those exact same feelings. I like to talk about the magnet analogy. I like to think of myself as a magnet. And I think this will be beneficial for you as well too. Think of yourself as a magnet, a huge magnet, and you are magnetizing everything to you. Everything. You're even magnetizing things that you don't want. How? By virtue of your focus, your energy, and your attention. See, that's how you attract. Where you put your focus, what you put your energy on, where you give your attention. See, whatever you do those things, you're inviting them into your life. You are magnetizing them into your life. Now, from this point forward, right, because our current thoughts are going to create our future reality, now, from this point forward, we're going to make the decision to focus on the person that we want to be. We're going to make the decision to put our energy only on the places that we want, to give our attention to only the things that we want. We no longer are going to place our focus, energy, or attention on the things that we don't want, right? We're not going to put our focus, energy, and attention on frustration, overwhelming, disappointment, on hatred, on jealousy, on insecurity, fear, grief, depression. No, we're going to focus on hopefulness and being optimistic, right? Believing in ourselves, having enthusiasm, passion. We're going to put our energy into our passion and our joy. We're going to put energy into being grateful and having appreciation. We're going to pay attention to all these things in our life. And we're going to continue to remind ourselves of how great our life is, how grateful we are. We're going to remind ourselves of the passion that we have for music, the passion that we have for working out, the enthusiasm that we have for the people around us in our life, the positive expectation that something amazing is going to happen to us as we continue to work and continue to become the greatest version of ourselves. We're optimistic. We're hopeful that we can become the greatest version of ourselves. This is fire right here. I love this. Let's talk about it. Every subject is two subjects, right? What do I mean by that? You have to understand that you may be trying to attract something into your life, right? And maybe it's not happening for you. I want you to understand that that subject is actually two subjects. It's the having of it and it's the lack of it as well too. So you may be trying to manifest a relationship, right? But my challenge to you is to come to an awareness of how you are actually thinking about it. Are you thinking about actually having that relationship? And if you are, you're feeling these emotions. You're feeling joy. You're feeling appreciation. You're feeling gratefulness for that person. You're feeling passion, enthusiasm. You're happy imagining being in a relationship with that person. Optimism that that person is going to manifest in your reality, that that person is on its way to you, that you are magnetizing, that you are inviting that person into your life. Or are your thoughts focused on the lack of it? Are you fearful that you're going to live a life alone? Are you insecure about where you're at in your life? Do you feel jealous of other people that they may have found their soulmate, but you're still single? Do you have revenge, anger? Are you discouraged? Do you blame other people? Are you worried? Do you have doubt that that person is never going to come? See, you have to understand that, again, energy attracts energy. So the energy that you put out is the energy that you get back. If you do have doubt, if you are worried, if you do have revenge, jealousy, if you are fearful, that person is never going to come to you because you're focused on the lack of it. So this is exciting because this tells me that the law of attraction does indeed work. If I focus, if my thoughts are in this frequency and I'm thinking about the lack of something, the universe, God is sending me more events, circumstances, and experiences to confirm the lack of it. And so you complain, you say, well, how come they're not here yet? How come I don't have my soulmate? How come I don't have my love yet? Well, look what you're focusing on. You're focusing on the lack of it. So you should actually be excited and say, hey, look at the way I cultivated my garden and look at the seeds that I produce. And I guarantee you they're going to correlate. They have to. It's law. But once you make that flip and you start putting your focus, energy, and attention on actually having whatever it is that you want, and you're visualizing, you're imagining it, right? And you're writing it down, and you're optimistic about that belief. You have positive expectation. You can feel that passion and that joy. That's when it actually manifests into physical reality. And that's when you can start to see the events, circumstances, and people that come into your life actually show you that, hey, I'm listening to what you're thinking about. I hear all the wishes that you've been putting out, and I'm sending you subtle little signs to show you that it's on its way. You just gotta stay up here, stay focused on where you're putting your energy and your attention. So let's end this off and let's talk about application, right? We have deliberate thought, we have visualization, and we have the process of writing, okay? So deliberate thought, visualization, and writing. Right? The most powerful thought that you can think is also a great video as well too. So now I'm at a point where every thought that I think from now is going to be focused. I'm going to make sure that where I put my energy is where I want it. That whatever I give my attention to is deliberate, right? The whole universe supports me. That's a deliberate thought. Now, how could I visualize that, okay? I could imagine myself in any scenario, situation, and being supported by everything and everyone around me. I may be in a situation where maybe I don't have all the money that I need to, and someone comes out of nowhere and says, here, take this. I may be hungry one day, and I might not have the means to go get some food. And then boom, oh my gosh, some food just comes to me just like that. Someone's so nice, and they gift it to me, right? It can happen so many different ways. Don't place limits on the universe, right? But understand that the things that you want will come to you if you use these principles. And writing, there's a power about writing things down with your hands that is so strong. It really seems to improve this magnetization, this inviting of the things that you want into your experience. You've heard this many times yourself. Oh, write down your goals, write down your dreams, right? They become real once you write them down. Now, I'm actually telling you to start writing down the things that you want. Start writing down the way you want to be, the things that you want to have, right? Use this as a sort of experiment. And, write down, 2 to 3 things that you want to manifest within the next week, the next month, the next 30 days, right? And then visualize yourself already doing, or having whatever it is that you wrote down, okay? And then use deliberate thought to retrain your mind, to reprogram your mind to live that lifestyle, right? And it's all about repetition. Repetition, repetition, repetition. Because what we're doing is we're taking now our consciousness, right? And we are deciding to become the master of our fate, the captain of our ship, and we are selecting our coordinates. We are selecting our destination, right? And through repetition, making sure that we're always staying on track, right? Eventually, you gotta make sure that you're still going the right direction, right? The wind might have blown you off course a couple of degrees, right? Maybe the waves took your ship and you shifted a different direction, right? So you want to recalibrate and always make sure that you're heading where you want to go. That's repetition. Deliberate thought, visualization, and writing, right? So if we recap really fast, you want to stay here. You want to stay here, right? Hopefulness, optimism, positive expectation, enthusiasm, passion, joy. And occasionally you can hang out down here as well too. It's okay to have fear. It's okay to be jealous. It's okay to have rage, to want to take revenge on someone, to be angry, right? But you can move up the scale. You can move up, you can move up, you can move up, and you can get yourself to a point of where you're hopeful that your life is going to get better, where you're optimistic that you have some blessings coming your way and something fantastic is going to happen for you. Then you move yourself into a point of belief and positive expectation where you just know, you just have a knowing that it's on its way. You're enthusiastic about it. You're already happy with what you have right now. You're eager to tackle every single day when you wake up. You have passion behind the things you do. You're living in joy. You're living in appreciation, gratefulness. You feel empowered, freedom, love. Woo! That is realizing the future. It's drawn. Energy attracts energy. So you put out positive energy and you're going to receive positive energy back to you. You put out enthusiasm, positive expectation, optimism, you're going to receive that back as well. Where do you place your focus? Where do you place your energy? Where's your attention? Is it on the actual having of something, being appreciative, grateful for having it? Or are you more focused on the lack, right? And then apply these deliberate thought, visualization, writing, and repeat it over and over and over again so you can become the greatest version of yourself. Look, continue to realize where you are now, realize where you have been, and now realize the future. Let's go.